Hi everyone, I'm going to be demonstrating kettlebell swings. Again, what I'm going to do differently in this video is that the first 30 seconds to 1 minute is a quick reference for people who already know the movement and just need a quick revision. The later part of the video is going to have a lot more explanation, lot more depth. This is for people who are just starting out on the kettlebell swings and want to know the movement details. Okay, so let's do a quick demonstration. I'm going to try and aim for about 10 repetitions. Okay, on this kettlebell stays at one arm distance, and here we go. That was the demonstration for you guys if you want to just understand what kettlebell swings is. Now, I'm feeling a little breathless, so I'm going to take about a few seconds to catch on my breath and then explain you the details of this movement. On kettlebell swings, generally, when we do kettlebell swings, I'm going to show you what not to do first before we get into the details of what to do correctly. This is the common error which you'll generally end up seeing with kettlebell swings. So, when you see people performing at the gym, there are two common patterns that you'll see here. Okay, one is people not really doing the kettlebell swings but doing like front raises using their shoulder. So, this is one common pattern that you'll see. So, what's actually happening here? People are exhausting their shoulder by just doing front raises. Okay, that's one. Second mistake, you will see people being too upright and then squatting. They are extremely upright and they are just squatting, trying to swing the kettlebell. Okay, now kettlebell swings is neither shoulder front raises, it's not. Kettlebell swings, it's also not a squat based movement. So it's not a squat. What it is a hinge based movement, which means you want most of your action happening at the hip joint. So it's very similar to how you would do a deadlift. So let's say if you had to do a Romanian deadlift using the kettlebell, this is what the deadlift would look like. I'm going to do 6 repetitions. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where did you see most of your action happening? At the hip. Knees, yes, there is a slight amount of bend, but you don't see the knees moving front and back. Slight bend is there, that's okay. The entire action is happening at the hip. So, kettlebell swings, when we say the word kettlebell swings, the entire swinging action is coming into the picture because of the force generated from the hips. Because your hips are generating force at such a high rate, at such a fast rate, that because of this force generation, you produce a thrust. That thrust is actually powering the swing, which is why the kettlebell actually moves up. The kettlebell will not swing if there is no thrust generation from the hips. So it is your hips generating the thrust which fires up the swing. So that's why it's a hinge based movement. It's purely hip based movement and not squat and no shoulder front raises. Okay. So if you are not confident about the way you execute your Romanian deadlifts, about your hinge based movements, then you better talk to the coach and understand if this is the right exercise for you at this stage. Because if you don't understand hinge, then it's very difficult to get kettlebell swings correctly done. Okay. Now that we are clear with some basic premise, when we are executing the swings, the kettlebell swings can be done double arm and single arm. Single arm looks somewhat like this. So, that's a single arm kettlebell swing. What we are doing is not single, we are doing a double arm. Single arm is like a progression. If you can do double arm very well, then you move to single arm. Okay. So, when you want to start the kettlebell swing, you try and keep the kettlebell at a one arm distance, because we want to create some momentum for the swing to happen. So, it's always better to keep it one arm distance from you. We don't want to keep the kettlebell between the legs, because how will that swing come? There's no momentum here. So, we want to keep it at a one arm distance. So, this action, to give it a momentum, we want that. So, one arm distance. Once you're set, the kettlebell is set at a one arm distance, you want both your hands firmly attached or anchored on the kettlebell. Okay, you want to be in a hinge position. You don't want the back to be slouching. Your nice tight neutral back, chest up, kettlebell at one arm distance from you. Now, people who are starting out, we can actually break down this movement also into a part. So, ideally you could do pull and back, pull, back, pull and back. So, you understand how important this particular first step is. We can practice with this. Once you get this right, we can do pull, swing and back. Again, pull, swing and back. Again, pull, swing and back. Once you're comfortable with this, then now we are going to do 5 swings. So, pull, swing, 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 swing and back to the floor. So, that is our video demonstration on getting the kettlebell swings correct. Watch the tutorial carefully and please get in touch if you're still having problems executing the movement. Bye bye, cheers.